Check, check, check. You know, from a style like this, you have to expect a voice upgrade, right? So, like the title said, we're doing Passion Braid, or you can call it Mermaid Braid, or even Butterfly Braid. You know, it doesn't matter, each of them works. But we're sticking with Passion Braid, and as expected, we're using Passion Twist here, which comes twisted. So we're just untangling it so that we can get single strands. We're also using Expression Braid to get the length and the body that's desired. Now to get started, we're gonna get the hair parted. But I want you guys to focus on this part. I don't want you to rush the part because you want to make sure that your parting is as neat as possible. So you go over it as many times as needed, and we're using Ocean wax. You can use whichever wax that works for you. We use the Ocean wax to apply to the part, and then we repart it. And then we apply some Ocean wax to the root to make sure that there's no loose hair, and we go over it again if it is necessary. You'd realize that my parts always look neat. That's because I spend time and dedication, as you can see here, to make sure that, hey, you can see that the hair was done by Chelsea. Right? Now we're doing jumbo size. So we're parting out a section, and of course the style will be a variation of knotless braid. So it is Passion Braid, but the root braiding is knotless. Now to get started, we're gonna make sure that we comb out the section so that our fingers don't get tangled when we're doing the knotless braid. And we're gonna apply some Ocean wax to the root to make sure there's no loose hair, and then just comb that in to make sure that, you know, each section looks as neat as possible. Now to do the knotless braid, we're gonna section the clients here in 3. Do one rotation, which is bringing the right section under the middle, and then we add the expression braid. Then we bring the left section under the middle, then the right section under the middle, and you get the pattern. So right under the middle, left under the middle, right under the middle, left under the middle, and we add the expression braid as necessary until we get the thickness that is desired. Then we're gonna just plait out to the end of the client's hair. Once we reach the end of the client's hair, we can now add passion twists here, and then add more expression braid as needed. There's no formula for this section. It's just a matter of freelancing, free flowing, because that's the style that we're doing. It's gonna give you a rough, free look. So you're gonna just add expression braid when you see it necessary, when you need that thickness and you need that length, and add passion twists when you need the fluff. Now what we're doing, we paused the braiding at a particular section, and then now before ending the braiding, we're pulling loose to the side each plait that we have, and that gives it that butterfly look, or that mermaid look, or the passion braid look. Whichever term you use, this is how you get that look. Remember not to braid all the way to the end, because that would lock the hair in. So before you reach the end of the hair, as you can see down there, it's loose. I'm just pulling to the sides. Now after pulling to the sides, I will then go back down to the end of the hair, and then I would plait out to almost the end, then apply a rubber band, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna be curling the end of the hair. We're not gonna plait all the way out. Some people will do the style with plaiting it all the way out, but for the client requests, we're applying that rubber band, as you can see there, and then we leave a little section out, which closer to the end of the video you'll see that I'm adding the rod to get a curl. Now you guys know I always look out for the people in the back because that's where I used to sit, and I know once I'm in the back I'm not paying attention. So let's do this again. Focus this time though, guys. Pause the chatting for a sec. So you section off the clients here in 3. You bring the right section under the middle. Then you add expression braid. Bring the left under the middle and then the right under the middle again. And then you add expression braid, as you can see right there. And you keep doing that. And that's basically you braiding and adding expression braid. Now remember, the only mini formula to this is you do regular knotless braid, adding expression braid as necessary to make sure you're getting the thickness that is desired. Because remember, the expression braid is used to get the body or thickness as well as the length, and we're going to braid out to basically the end of the client's hair, and then we add passion twist here. The reason you want to do that is when you're pulling to the sides to get that butterfly effect or the mermaid look, you don't want to pull out the client's hair, and you also do the regular braid here to make sure that you're locking in the knotless braid, because you don't want to pull all the way up to the root of the client's hair because that will make it look loose. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is just braiding and adding expression when I need thickness as well as length, and add passion twist as well because we're mixing the hair so that we can pull to the side. And then keep in mind, do not do the braid too tightly because you're gonna have difficulty pulling out the sides if you do it too tightly. So make sure that you're doing it loose, you're free flowing. If you look at it, you can see that, you know, even though it's doing neatly, which that is always my aim, it's still a little bit loose because I'm making it easy to pull out the sides. Plait until you reach almost the end of the braid, and then you start pulling to the sides up. The reason you want to do this is because you want to make sure that the braid is a little bit loose so you can pull the hair to the sides. And after reaching all the way up, you're going to do it, you know, all the way down again. There's no cut formula. It's just a matter of you pulling it out until you get the look that you're looking for. It will not look the same for everyone because it's free flowing, freelancing, and then you do it as much time as possible until you get your desired look or the client desired look. Take note, you'd realize that I'm not using any particular formula. I'm just pulling the hair to the sides, trying to get that look that we're working with. So, just focus on it, take the time, be patient, and when you reach up to where the client's hair is, be careful not to pull out the client's hair, because you know that it will not have any curl or fluff, and you don't need to pull all the way up to the root. Once you reach to where the client's hair is, you can basically stop, because you don't want to have the braid itself coming loose and pulling out, and you don't want to pull out any of the client's hair. So that's that look that we're working with. It has a freeness to it, and you can see it's a little bit trashy, messy. That's the aim. Now a bit of intermission before we close off. Basically, each week I am dedicating to have 2 videos for you guys. First one is posted either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and the second one is posted either Friday or Saturday, but 3 o'clock local time. Each video is premiered, and I'm asking you guys to join the premiere, because that is where you're able to earn a shout out. So more than likely on each premiere I'll have a challenge for you guys to earn a shout out. It's not a set challenge, it can be anything, but it will be announced within the premiere, and the challenge has to be completed within the premiere. So make a note of that. Each week I'll be dropping a video. Before the video is posted, a reminder will be posted that, hey, I'm premiering a video today, and if you'd like to earn a shout out as a young YouTuber, you can definitely join the premiere and see what the challenge is, and see if you can complete the challenge to earn the shout out. So see you guys in each week's premiere. Now, thank you for watching the video this far. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I know maybe it's the upgraded voice why you're watching it so far. Or maybe it's the style that you want to learn, because, this is definitely a style that I would rock the next time I'm doing my hair. And I hope watching this video has helped you to learn how to do the style. But since you're liking the video, go ahead and hit the like button now. If you haven't hit that like button as yet, that would seem the natural thing to do since you like it. And if you want to be notified each time when I drop a video, go ahead and subscribe and turn your post notification bell on. Be sure to authorize notifications from YouTube in your phone settings, and leave your feedback in the comment section. Let us know if you have learned, if this video helped you, because that is the aim of the video, to help you to learn to do the style. So I'd love to know if you learned. Now you guys notice that, basically this style takes a lot of time. I think this style took me about 6 hours to complete. So, you gotta be dedicated and determined that, hey, you're gonna just get this style done, and don't try to rush it, because there is no set formula. It's just a matter of you're going for a particular look, and with each braid that you complete, you want to go up and down as necessary, pulling out the sides until you get that look that you're looking for. And not everyone will look like this, because it's just a matter of how you do it. You're free flowing, and make sure to pull the sides before plaiting all the way to the end of the braid, and now you're gonna cut any excess expression braid. Practice with your scissors. If you're not good at cutting, remember not to just cut straight across, because you want the braid to have ends. So you'd notice that I'm kind of pulling the scissors down, making sure that it's not cut straight across. Next, I'm going to add a rod. Basically what we're doing, as I mentioned, is curling the ends of each braid. So we're adding the rod, and this was done to each braid. Then the only thing that we'll be doing with hot water today is just to dip the rod in it so that the hair can be curled. Remember that the expression braid is basically plastic, so you just need to dip it and remove it. Do not leave it inside, because that may melt. Now the client didn't request any major edges, so we're just doing the simple octopus edge, which can be easily formed by just doing some swirls. So I want to thank you guys for listening to me to the end, because I know that's the reason you're watching the video to the end, because you want to hear that voice upgrade. But here's that look. I hope you have gotten this finished look. Don't be afraid to DM me on Instagram and show me what you've done and what you've learned.